We never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Washington on 3rd and short. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's French. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Focus. Set! White 80!
On 1st, here's Washington. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. ground. This is Jalen Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Richard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a handoff to Richard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Richard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. On the ground, Richard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey! Stings. You good? You come across? Jack 16.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Jack 16.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
30.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 180. Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger steps away to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Williams to return. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Gun. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Hot.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
And Jackson throwing once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams now on the return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Like 20. Switch up. 8. You good? He coming across?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go. Hey. Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Corner. Kings. Go. Check back, 20. Kings. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Kill.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Richard on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Williams to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Jackson on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This one caught left side by Cooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Underneath here to Hill. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
come across? Focus, focus. You good? He come across? Wide motion. 8. Right side.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Let's go. Jack 16. Big. You good? He come across? Here we go. Check it one.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Cooper on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll go on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go now.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. To toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. Hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 65 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. It's a